current practice or local optimization, reduce product cost, reduce prices, incentive scheme, push sales, long credit period. सबसे बड़ा गर्क हम खुद करते हैं, अपने जो डीलर्स के साथ हम करते हैं, उनको हर मार्केटिंग मैनेजर को प्रेशर पड़ा है मंथ एंड सेल के ऊपर, और आपका डीलर जो आपको पता ही नहीं है वो जान के नहीं लेता पूरे मंथ एंड तक। क्यों? उसको पता है कि लास्ट वीक में आपके तो पीछे प्रेशर पड़ा हुआ है, आप अपने आप को स्कीम निकाल के लाओगे, मैं नहीं खरीदता। सो हर एक दुखों का कारण कोई और नहीं है, हम ही है। अभी आपको बताता हूं कैसे प्रैक्टिस होती। मंथ एंड आ गया यार, वो यार वो तू ये मटेरियल ले, सर मेरे पास पहले ही भरा पड़ा हुआ है, मैं कहां से लूं? वो तू कुछ तो ले यार। अच्छा बॉस 10 पीस भेज दो, मगर वैसे पैसे मत मांगना, मेरे पास माल पहले नहीं बिक रहा, मैं पैसे नहीं दूं। तेरे से पैसे कौन मांग रहा है, तू 10 तो ले। अब मार्केटिंग मैनेजर ने 10 के लिए फिट कर लिया और बंदे को बोला इसको 15 भेज दे। बॉस इसने तो 10 ही बोला है। कहता 10 उसने बोला है ना, 10 तो है बोल के चिपकाना और 5 है चुपके से चिपकाना। अब इसके जो पैसे फिर कहेंगे कि हमको रिसीवेबल बढ़ रहे हैं हमारे, वो पहले ही कहता था कि भाई मुझे माल मत पुश कर, ये पुश सेल का चक्कर है। आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग दिस? TOC paradigm. Prices can always be increased significantly by impacting the constraint of the customer. कस्टमर को देखो क्या चाहिए। अब आपके डील, उसकी सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम क्या है? आपके डीलर, किसी भी रिटेल डीलर की नंबर 1 प्रॉब्लम क्या है? हैं जी? नहीं, उस पर पुश हो रहा है, उस पर बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है। उसका गोल क्या है? डीलर का गोल क्या है बताओ यार? वो भी पैसे ना कमाना चाहते यार। अब उसके कंस्ट्रेंट क्या है? 2 चीजें, या उसके पास कैश नहीं होता या जगह नहीं होती, और कोई जनरली जगह पे आता है, क्योंकि कैश जैसे उसके पास एक्स्ट्रा था वो एक अपनी और खोल लेता है। कैश इज नॉट ऑल दैट एज कंपेयर टू स्पेस। नाउ इसको सिंपल वर्ड इफ आई कैन कॉल इट इन्वेंट्री टर्न्स। अब कैन यू गारंटी कि मैं अपने डीलर का प्रॉफिट बढ़ा दूंगा और उसकी इन्वेंट्री टर्न भी इंप्रूव करवा दूंगा? कैन एनी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन सिस्टम में कोई भी अपने डीलर को बोले कि मैं तेरा प्रॉफिट डबल करवाता हूं विदाउट यू आर इन्वेस्टिंग एनी मोर मनी इन द इन्वेंट्री? इफ यू कैन डू इट, व्हाट हैपेंस टू यू? विल देयर बी अ प्रेशर ऑन द प्राइसेस? नो. नाउ फॉर डूइंग दैट what the retailer needs is the right inventory. जो नहीं चाहिए वो भरा पड़ा है और जो चाहिए वो नहीं है। This is all what we talking about, improvement in replenishment. और ये घर में होता है। The lady of the house just buys what is required, not more, not less. One common phenomena across is frequent replenishment. That's all. कोई ERP नहीं चाहिए, कोई बड़ी चीज चाहिए ही नहीं। TOC marketing solution, what we call unrefusable offer. We call it a mafia offer. Anybody has read the book The Godfather? There is something he says, I'll make him an offer he cannot refuse. What is the meaning here? Our offer should be so good that customers love it. It solves their pain in a big way and competitors hate it. Example. Company's name is Bedford Plastics, US के अंदर है. It gives a guarantee, if I delay by 1 day, first day we give you 30% off. Every subsequent day, 2 days later, if we delay, it is 50% off, which means within a week it is 100% off. Of course, it charges good prices because it has that commitment. What do you think? How many competitors can copy it? None. This is the unrefusable offer. That's what I'm again and again saying. If you can give reliable guarantee, that's all. You have a huge scope. You can mint money. अब उसके लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? We'll see little later. But it can be done. TOC in people management. Anybody from HR area? Okay. High attrition rate. Why do you think people leave? HR head, please tell. Come on.
people leave managers and not the organization. I believe that. Wrong policies and not much growth is another reason.
Okay. I'll ask you a little embarrassing question.
Okay.
I'm warning you before. Why did you leave JCB?
I had to move due to family reasons.
Most of the time, my experience is, no. Most employees, when they join, they were offered a salary. They were quite happy with that. That's why they joined. And in due course of time, salaries generally go up, normally not go down. Do you agree? So salary, whatever I agreed to start with, has already gone up. The primary reason why people are leaving, primary reason, this is my research, one person's research. Most people are not having a sense of achievement. Most people are not enjoying their job. Now, if we can help them get a sense of joy, sense of achievement, then what happens? It may not eliminate, because some reasons will always be there, because of family reasons, some other person, higher studies and so on, people will still leave, but it will go down dramatically down if we can provide them a sense of achievement. Now, what is the biggest sense of achievement? Most companies, employees at various levels, how much are they aware of the financials of the organization? Nothing. Quite often, we don't know what the hell I'm doing. Now, I'll ask you everyone this question. I'll double your salary, whichever company you're working, I don't care. You have to come in the morning, I'll give you a newspaper, you have to type it on the computer, and in the evening, please delete the file. How many of you will stay back? Double the salary. कितने दिन काम कर पाओगे? Why? But you leave. In fact, in this organization, the attrition rate will be the highest. I guarantee that. It's unlikely that they will get this salary, double the salary anywhere else. The point I'm trying to make it is, there are ways. Often we hide in excuses. The real thing is, do we understand why people are not getting a sense of achievement at the end of the day? But why does that happen? Again, you have key result areas for every area. This is nothing but local optimization at the highest level. I used to work for Eicher. I left the company in 98. In 2003, they called me to turn around one of their units in Bombay. I went there. The company was losing money for 7 years. So I said, well, from tomorrow morning onwards, the top management will, all their key result areas are abolished. If company is improved, everyone gets a medal. If no company doesn't improve, sorry. There was a total rebellion. Nahi sir, what will happen to individual accountability, etc., etc. I said, hold on. How long the company has been losing money? 7 years. I made each one of the top management guys stand up and say, tell me how many promotions did you receive in the same 7 years while the company has been losing money? The average number of promotions were 2. Nobody got less than 1. Some people got even 3. Wow. And I was a part of the Eicher. Remember that. I worked for 15 long years there. But hold on. No person in Eicher can get a promotion unless his key result areas were that great. But how come? You got promotion not once, twice. That means you must have done exceedingly well in your key result areas. But what did the owner Vikram Lal got it? If this is what you have brought it कि कंपनी बिकने को तैयार हो गई है, to hell with key result areas and individual accountability, let the company make money, I don't care what are your performances. Let us win the match rather than individual century. Now this goes contrary to what you all has been done. Again, the fundamental assumption is, if each person performs, the whole will become better. Is wrong, because individual key result areas are not aligned with global measurements. Give you an example. Finance man. Incidentally, I'll just give you that story also. Finance man said, sir, this is totally not acceptable. You are focusing on throughput. I neither buy the material, nor I produce, nor I sell. So if these people don't do the job, I will be suffering. Why? I said, Dinesh, are you saying you have no role in contribution or increasing the throughput? He said, absolutely. I said, think very carefully. You're making a very dangerous statement. Because if you're not contributing in throughput, which means if we remove you, throughput cannot come down. Whatever it is, it will remain same. But our operating expenses will come down. Suddenly the light bulb came on him. Oh, no sir, actually sometimes we don't have money to pay to the vendors, and our material gets delayed and then production doesn't happen, blah blah blah. I said, but what can you do about it? I said, sir, actually I can go to the bank and get some extra loans. So far I was not doing because I had a key result area called interest cost control. So in order to control interest cost, it was penny wise, pound foolish. Most key result areas have that sort of a connection. So often you would see that what is right in one is absolutely the other way around. For example, logistics department, what does it do? Reduce cost of transportation, which means bundle the what you call a consignment. But what does the customer want? On-time delivery. So even if it is getting delayed, doesn't matter. Let me combine it. So can you see conflicting arrangements? Now, what we have here, I will not have the time to go in detail. Basically, first of all, we are saying people are motivated intrinsically and team metrics, not individual money. This is wrong. This is 100% wrong. If you are paid above the bare minimum, people are not living for money. It's an excuse given to justify. He can't even express why I'm living. So simple answer is money. And we like to believe it. Actually, it is not so. TOC solution is, we have something called TOC thinking process, conflict diagram, evaporating cloud. These are some of the tools which are there. You can also check on the net, or when Dinesh comes, you have some DVDs available through him, or on the net, you can check it out. I'll just show you an example of a conflict diagram. You may not be able to read properly from here. What is this? Let's say we want a successful organization. A successful organization, minimum requirement is it should improve financial performance. Do you agree? In order to improve financial performance, here is a case where some workers have misbehaved, some people, employees have misbehaved, so take disciplinary action. Let's say on the other side, in order to have a successful organization, we also need a harmonious environment. Correct? What does he say? Don't take disciplinary action. यूनियन के लोग काम नहीं करते बीच में, बदतमीजी करते हैं, indiscipline का एक्ट है. This is a classic case. Action ले क्या ना ले, होता है नहीं होता. Now, how to verbalize your conflict properly? What we were discussing quite a bit of time. The moment we master this tool, we wouldn't have wasted that time. We would have straight away said, where is the conflict? Is there something which you're objecting? What action you want and what action I want? Let's look at it. What does he was looking for? Reduce operating expense. Anything wrong with that? Whatever I was trying, increase throughput. Now, what is the worry on reducing operating expenses? What worry I had? Yes. That while we are working, and what is the cause? What is the assumption? Because we do not fully comprehend the cause and effect relationship in the company. When you are trying to reduce operating expenses, there is a danger that you might, in the process, impact throughput much more than the operating expenses you will reduce. Are you getting this point? Well, this is a tool which we can use for, all I want you to be aware that this is the trailer which is available. You will not master today. This is just to help you know that TOC is not about manufacturing, because many people have this wrong notion, TOC is only about manufacturing. Wrong. In fact, TOC's major work is, if I were to put it, it is surfacing wrong assumptions and invalidating them. That's it. What is the wrong assumption in manufacturing? What TOC tries to avoid? If we use each machine fully, the whole will improve, is wrong. The production will improve, is wrong. That's all. If you improve the bottleneck, even with a little bit, what happens to the whole output? But for that, first I have to find out where is my bottleneck. Now we come down, how does TOC helps companies? first parameter is it should tell me right now where shall I focus, where is my weakest link currently. But what is the goal of the company? For now or forever? Forever. So not only I must have a how to improve today or in a short period, it must also should give me a process that no matter what happens, I am continuously on the exponential curve. Yes, whatever you have you got the maximum juice out of it? Quite often, it is possible to increase the output, let's say from a manufacturing unit, between 30 to 50% is very common. Once I got 96% increase in throughput in 1 year. Not necessarily production. I'm not using the word production. It's a combination of sales price increase and volume both put together. The third step again is not to strengthen the weakest link. Please appreciate, in an organization, the weakest link does not work in isolation. Do you agree? I'll take a manufacturing example. There is a one particular machine which is a bottleneck. Every minute this machine is not working, the output of the entire company is going down. Now, the worker needs his LTA, leave travel assistance, whatever. Should he stop the machine and go to the cashier, or should the cashier come here? But this is where the policies will come. नहीं cashier, मैं cashier हूँ यार, मैं थोड़ी worker के पास जाऊँगा. Are you understand? This is the meaning of subordination. Let his boss go and collect the money if required, but this man should not be allowed to go at all. Now something more. I'm helping you look at the assumptions. But he has to go once in a while for the washroom. अब उसके लिए क्या करें? बताओ. Have it closer to the उसकी मशीन. अब यार उसकी मशीन बैंग इन द सेंटर ऑफ द क्या बोलते हैं शॉप है, वहां टॉयलेट कैसे बनाया जा सकता है बताओ? मोबाइल टॉयलेट का नाम सुना है? हाँ, नहीं देखे? और शादियों में जाते हो वहां होते नहीं हो, तो why can't a mobile toilet be constructed for him? Because every minute this man goes somewhere away, that much is the time. Not only on this machine, when the bottleneck is not working, who is not working? Including the managing director, nobody is working at the time. If that machine happens to be your bottleneck, are you clear about it? Now, this step, I'll explain a little bit more, but I'm just giving you the sense of it. The fourth step is, now you might need to strengthen the weakest link. Maybe you add one more machine, maybe you add one more shift in that machine, or do some low-cost automation. By all means, it is very useful here, because when you invest, there was somebody question was on investment, somebody here had asked. If you invest, which increases, impacts the strength of your bottleneck, what happens to your output? What happens to your throughput? It goes up. It makes sense to do so. Nothing wrong with that at all. But before you strengthen the weakest link, make sure number 2 and 3 are taken care of. Otherwise, आपने नींबू को आधा काटा, आधा छोड़ दिया. You are having a tendency not to squeeze it thoroughly. You must squeeze it thoroughly. You must develop into this habit. पैसा लगाना सबसे आसान है भाई. किसका मोबाइल बज रहा है? भाई साहब, मैं पुराने मोड पे आ जाऊंगा, आप इसको साइलेंट कर लो, नहीं तो नोकिया की सेल बढ़ जाएगी. So, before you elevate, make sure you have taken the full output from your current resources. I'm not against elevation. By the way, you know something called BFR? BFR क्या नाम है इसका? किसी को पता है? फाइनेंशियल लॉ को पता होगा? Bureau of Industrial Finance and Reconstruction. BFR. This is the name given to the institute जो सिख कंपनीज को संभालती है. संभालती क्या? उनका दुकान मतलब क्या बोलते हैं, क्रियाक्रम करती है बेसिकली. Now, 9 out of 10 BFR companies had an expansion in the previous 3 years. समझाता हूं ये क्या कहानी होती है. मार्केट बूम कर रही है. मार्केटिंग वाले क्या बोलते हैं उसमें? बॉस, मैं तो डबल बेच दूं, मुझे माल मिलता ही नहीं. अभी तो बोलने में कोई जाता नहीं ना, बताया माल मिलता नहीं, कुछ भी बोल दो, क्या फर्क पड़ता है. अब ओनर दुखी हो रहा, बार बार ये रोज शोर मचा रहा है, प्रोडक्शन वाले को भी देख रहा है यार खटरा पूरा अभी तो कर नहीं रहा। सो दे ही डिसाइड, ठीक है यार तो एक काम कर, इन्वेस्टमेंट वो कर देते, कैपेसिटी बढ़ा लेते। अब जिस समय आपको ये ब्रिलियंट आइडिया आ रहा था ना, आपके कंपटीटर को भी ये ब्रिलियंट आइडिया आ रहा था कि यार कैपेसिटी बढ़ा लेते हैं। अब पूरी मार्केट में थोड़े साल के बंदा, साल में 6 महीने में कैपेसिटी बढ़ गई, मगर यार डिमांड कोई किसी ने आपको गारंटी नहीं दी थी कि हमेशा ऊपर ही जाएगी, नीचे भी जा सकती है। अब नीचे चली गई। अब देखो तमाशा क्या हुआ, एक साइड से आपने इन्वेस्टमेंट कर दी, जैसे इन्वेस्टमेंट बढ़ाई क्या चीज गया, TIO में से क्या चीज बढ़ गई, आई बढ़ गया। जैसे आपने नई मशीनें लगाई उसका इंटरेस्ट कॉस्ट भी बढ़ गया, इंटरेस्ट कॉस्ट बढ़ गया तो वही बढ़ गया। उस पर अगर क्या बोलते हैं लोग भी लगाओगे तो वही और बढ़ गया। तो आई बढ़ गया, वही बढ़ गया। अब मजेदार एक चीज और हुई, डिमांड कम हो गई और प्राइसेस भी गिर गई, क्योंकि मार्केट में क्या बोलते हैं कंपटीशन बढ़ गया, कैपेसिटी बढ़ी हुई है, तो थ्रूपुट को क्या हुआ, वो भी। तो क्या बढ़िया चीज हुई, जो हम कह रहे हैं एग्जैक्ट उससे अपोजिट हुआ, थ्रूपुट नीचे गिरी, आई बढ़ गया, वही बढ़ गया। दिस इज कॉल्ड BFR। आर यू क्लियर? 9 out of 10 BFR companies had an expansion in the previous 3 years. So be careful when you're expanding. I'm not against expansion, but I am definitely giving you a warning. यार पैसा लगाना बहुत आसान है साला, सबसे आसान काम है पैसा लगाना, मगर उससे रिटर्न अगर नहीं निकाल के लाओगे तो अपने पैर पे कुल्हाड़ी मार रहे हो। और यहीं पे मेरा वर्ड टेक्नोलॉजी के लिए वर्ड था कि जी लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी आई है, लगा देते भैया। ऑल थिंग्स एट द एंड शुड बी टुवर्ड्स ए गोल, एंड व्हाट इज द गोल? हाँ, प्लीज टेल मी कि मशीन लगा रहा हूं, जो इन्वेस्टमेंट कर रहा हूं, मेरी थ्रूपुट कैसे बढ़ेगी? सर इससे सेल बढ़ जाएगी। भाई सेल कैसे बढ़ जाएगी? ऑर्डर है क्या? हाँ जी ऑर्डर है। तो ये वीकेस्ट लिंक के ऊपर अगर इन्वेस्ट कर रहा हूं फिर तो फायदा है, और अगर वीकेस्ट लिंक पे नहीं कर रहा हूं तो 2 years back we went to some company in south, they make cycle chains. वीकेस्ट लिंक पूछा भी क्या है? हीट ट्रीटमेंट। अच्छा 100 करोड़ की इन्वेस्टमेंट कर रहे हैं, गेस करो हीट ट्रीटमेंट पे कितना लग रहा है? 100 करोड़ की इन्वेस्टमेंट कर रहे हैं, 5 करोड़। हीट ट्रीटमेंट पे ज्यादा पैसा नहीं खर्च कर रहे हो, बाकी 95 कहां जा रहे हैं? नॉन वीकेस्ट लिंक पे। अब इसका इन ड्यू कोर्स ऑफ टाइम क्या होगा? यहां कहानियां सुना देते हैं हम उठा के। नाउ वंस अगेन आई एम सजेस्टिंग, whenever you take any decision, look after we implement this decision, what will be the impact on throughput, what will be the impact on investment, what will be the impact on operating expense, then take a decision, is it worth it or not. I'm not objecting to increasing investment. And incidentally, while we are on the scope of investment, let us say a company is there which has 100 crore sales, 10 crore profit, 60% is variable cost. Now they're putting up another plant which will double their sales. Okay?